Hi, this is Lauren from LSP Actions, and I'm going to give you a demo of how to remove stretch marks using the LSP Maternity Actions. I'm going to open the Maternity Actions here and click over to button mode. This is just the stretch mark tutorial. For all the other tutorials, you can check them out on YouTube or on the LSP website. So I'm going to start here on the airbrush section and try first the stretch mark / blemish calm paint. This is going to set up some layers that will help minimise, it won't necessarily completely remove stretch marks, but if your client hasn't specifically requested to have them removed, I would try this one first. This will simply just minimise but keep the stretch marks there because they are part of the pregnancy. So the LSP stretch mark calm layer is selected, so is a white brush. You can simply paint this on over the stretch marks here, and you will see they are really minimising. You can use this on other areas of the body as well to kind of minimise any blemishes. There is a layer called a warm purple belly. So if the belly is looking a little purple, which it can do at later stages in pregnancy, I know mine does, you can paint that on as well. So that's before and after, in less than a minute there. I'm going to use the take a snapshot and flatten action here so I can go back and show you. And now what I'm going to do is delete these, back to scratch, and I'm going to show you how to use on the specialist section the stretch marks manual. This sets up frequency separation layers for you, but don't be afraid if you've never used frequency separation. If you have, then you'll know what to do. If you haven't, I'm going to show you. So stretch mark frequency separation, this box will come up here with some instructions. Fix the stretch marks layer, this is where we start here, fix the stretch marks. Use the healing brush tool to brush away stretch marks. You can also use patch or clone if needed. So that's going to work on just removing these stretch marks here, but it won't actually remove the colour. Once you've done that, you can come to the fix the redness layer, and you can use this layer to clear away any remaining redness or purple from the stretch marks. So let's get started here. We are selected on the fix the stretch marks layer here, and the healing tool is already selected for you. So you can paint along the stretch marks here and begin to heal them. Don't worry about the colour still showing underneath, I'm going to show you how to remove that in a minute. We're just working on the texture at the moment. I much prefer to use patch tool. So I'm going to grab over these stretch marks and drag them up to an area of the skin with no stretch marks on. If you find there are a lot of stretch marks, there are not in this image at all, but if you find that the lady has a lot of stretch marks, and there's no areas of skin that you can drag to replace, you could use arm or leg or somewhere else on the body that has got a similar skin texture to the belly. All the shading, the shadows and the tones will be kept intact using this method. We're simply removing and replacing the texture of the stretch marks. If you have some of the other LSP actions as well, you can also use select and fix to go even faster here. Take that scratch as well while we're at it. Okay, so what we've done there is we've removed the texture of the stretch marks, but we can still see there's some red marks showing on the belly. So I'm going to come down here to the fix the redness layer, and I'm just going to patch these away now to an area. It doesn't have to be the same texture, but to an area where I can just replace the colour. I can use Control or Command Z to undo if I need to. Again, you can use healing or spot healing brush. You can use a clone stamp if you wanted to. You can come up here onto the blank layer, select a brush, hold down Alt, and you can paint by Alt clicking on your image and selecting colour. There are many ways to do frequency separation. This is just one way. And I'm just going to use patch just to get these last areas of redness out. The reason I recommend using this frequency separation method when removing stretch marks, rather than just going straight in heavy on a flat layer and using a clone stamp or anything else, is because it gives you a much more realistic finish. So there we go. There's still a little area here that needs tidying up, which I will do. And to do that, I'm going to come on the fix the stretch marks layer, and again use patch, or we could use the healing brush, And I'm just gonna, clip. Sorry, I say healing brush, spot the healing brush. This is automatic, I prefer this one. And I'm just going to come here and just stroke away these last areas of texture. Now you can see this belly looks natural. This is straight out of camera, nothing else has been edited here. Before and after, the stretch marks have been removed. So good luck with that, and do please watch the other videos using the Maternity action set for Photoshop by LSP Actions.